Okay, two things. One, yes, I am this ghostly pale. And two, I got my hair did. I had it cut shorter, and as you can probably tell, it is a teensy bit lighter. Obviously, lightening your hair to any extent is very damaging, and I probably shouldn't have done it, but if you guys look at my previous videos, my splotchy, weird brown hair was not cutting it. However, like expected, when it was done, it turned to a very brassy color at my roots, and my ends were still quite, you know, ashy like they were supposed to. So I knew that I wanted to tone it, but I don't have blonde hair, and wait, you can only tone blonde hair. You can't tone brown hair. Yes, you can. When people talk about toning hair, they're usually talking about light blonde hair that has gone yellowy or maybe orangey over time. But I'm going to share with you something that can be used to tone brown hair of pretty much any shade, or dark blonde hair, medium blonde hair. And it does not involve the use of developer, bleach, hair dye. So if you want to find out how I went from a brassy dark blonde to this very cool ashy natural looking silvery blonde, then just keep watching. The secret is not purple hair dye, it's not green hair dye to neutralize red, although it does have the same principle. If you are looking for a grayish, natural, mousy, ashy blonde, like the one that I kind of have, and you have a medium blonde or brownish hair, but you don't want to damage your hair, and you know that the toner you can buy at beauty supply outlet stores aren't going to work, then I have the product for you. It is gray hair dye. Now this is by the brand Joico. It is the Vero K-pak Color Intensity Semi-Permanent Titanium Hair Color. You do not mix this with developer. That being said, I did mix mine with some conditioner because I wanted to dilute it and have more of a sheer effect than just like straight up gray silver dye on my hair. So if you have medium to dark blonde to light brown hair, definitely mix this with conditioner to dilute it. So I will insert a clip in a minute of me actually applying this to my hair dye. It was actually just last night, and I have not washed it since. But what I did was just paint it on the first few inches of my hair, just bringing it down a little bit because, again, I did not want to touch my porous ends because they would just soak up the gray, and that's not what I'm going for. Well, I wanted to neutralize the brassiness in my, you know, darker bits up top. And you may be asking yourself, can't I just put a ash blonde hair dye on my hair? Well, yes you can, but this is virtually no damage. You may have to touch it up every couple weeks, but it is no damage. It's super quick and easy, and it is $13.50, and I only used about, it looks kind of squished, but I probably only used a quarter of it. By shearing it out with conditioner, it's more of a tint. So I'm taking that gold tint, I'm putting a gray tint over top of it, and it's creating a grayish blonde because it's not totally covering up the blonde that I had, but it's just adding a silver gray tone to the hair. If you have dark hair and you just want to get rid of, like I'm talking like dark brown hair, and you have like a reddish tint in the sun that you hate, you probably don't even have to dilute this. I would just put this gray dye by itself, no conditioner, straight on top of your hair, wait 5 minutes and rinse out, and you're probably going to neutralize that red tint. And if you are like me and you have a medium to dark blonde hair and your ends are light, especially if they are damaged, dry, and porous, do not get these on your ends. They will turn gray. Only use this on the parts where you're trying to neutralize the brass. When you think about the perfect natural ash blonde hair, it's not green like the base in the toners and the ash hair dyes that you can buy at the drugstore. Ash to me means gray or silver. It does not mean green or blue or purple. I'm sure someone's thought of this before. I'm sure hairdressers use this technique. I'm sure it has been done, but I have yet to find a solid video on YouTube about how to tone brown hair or even dark blonde hair, and I think this is actually the answer. You can get a titanium or silvery gray semi-permanent at Sally's. This one I did not get at Sally's. I got it at, it's called BSO, Beauty Supply Outlet Store, but at Sally's you can get the Ion Color Brilliant semi-permanent, and probably a couple other brands make it too. If you know a brand that sells a titanium or gray semi-permanent, list it down below so that people watching this video can read the comments and see where they can pick up their own gray semi-permanent. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the clip of me putting this on my hair, and yeah. Anyway, so that is my video about how I have toned my dark blonde hair at the top here. The same principle could be used for light brown and also dark brown hair, just to put a silvery glaze over the hair and neutralize any kind of brassy tones that may shine in the sun, shine in the light, or just be there in general. It really does work. It is definitely more affordable than going to the hairdressers. Mind you, I am not a hairdresser. I am not trained whatsoever. And if you are at all worried about this method, try just a test strip on your hair first to see if it works on your hair. Of course, everybody's hair is different. If your hair is more damaged and dry, it's going to soak up more of this color than if your hair is perfectly healthy and smooth and silky. Anyway, I hope that you guys learned something from this video. I do think that it is a really awesome trick to banish some of the brass when you have a darker hair color, because pretty much everywhere on YouTube, if you searched how to tone your hair, it's going to be platinum blonde, and that's not always the case. Sometimes brunettes are brassy too. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it or you want to try this method. Bye!